DFS gonna do, boy?
The Hawks play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live right here from Atlanta, Georgia. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And the Knicks looking for a positive start here on their road trip.
And this is the first game of a real short road trip for them, so we'll see how their first one goes.
What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the... Going at it tonight. It's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. To the middle. And it's Klingon with the jam.
You can't teach size, right? Klingon is already one of the bigger guys in this league, and you can see him adding another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
During a screen. Young with no one around. Good on the triple.
And it's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
We play just over a minute here in the first. To the wing right side. There's the pick. Here's Flag. Johnson with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. 6-point game. Here he goes. Lets the three fly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident confident he is.
And Young, here we go. And Duran slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Outside Daniels. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Basket counts.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. Vicious finish by Flag. Full throttle.
And what you love about Cooper Flag, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Guys, back to you.
A good partnership. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
Using the size, Flag going to work around the rim.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Jalen Duran picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Outside, Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. That's 7 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Okongwu a screen. Back to Young. Puts up a deep 3. Knicks with the rebound. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Towns, no luck.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Preachy, no good. Here's Lillard. And he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job. 18.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
I really thought that everything seemed to fall into place for them in that first quarter.
Boy, from the opening tip, they look focused and ready to play. You know, that's really paid off for them to get this early lead.
Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Jenkins.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside.
Knicks trailed by 3. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided. And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Clarkson surveying the floor. Got a piece of it. Stolen by LeVert. And here we go. Back to Robinson. McBride with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Pass to McBride.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Pass to Martin. Back to Marshall. Reggie with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, Karis LeVert has great size to see over the defense and terrific vision there.
DB, what would you say is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
The level of intensity goes to a level that is so different than the regular season, Kevin. I say it all the time. If you walk into an NBA arena in the playoffs, the tension is so palpable, you could almost reach out and touch it.
Good work there as it goes. Wallace has got his first 2 points of the night.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
LeVert with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Krejci, no good. Knicks trailed by 3. It's taken away by Wallace. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Pass to Krejci. Rebound by Marshall. 3-pointers. Martin. And it's sent back by Wallace. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Atlanta on D. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Lobbed up there for Gafford. Weig with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Lillard misses.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong defender.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. All defensive guard Drew Holiday talked about guarding some of the younger players coming into the league, and he said the game has changed significantly. They morphed with it. They're quick, athletic, and they all play the game a lot differently than when I came into the league. Back to you.
It is a new day. Allie, we thank you very much.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Outside, Towns. And Flag throws it down.
And you can't let this kid Flag get that good a position down low. Cooper will finish that every time.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
How about that athleticism from Jalen Johnson?
Screen by Gafford. Lillard.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish. And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Back to Towns. Daniels with the steal. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
How good was Zach? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
Down low. Back to Lillard. He gets it up. And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Knicks trailed by 7. You know, with Daniel Gafford, they have an element inside that a lot of teams are looking for.
Well, let's begin with his motive. Daniel Gafford wants to play hard and compete on every possession. He's a lob threat and a rim protector. Give me all of that.
A true highlight of Alicia Shea's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Sinks the triple.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Young up top. 6 points for him. Wing in with the block. To the left side wing. Outside Holiday. New York moving the ball around. Lillard misses.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Flag. Pass to Lillard. Outside Towns. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
That's the confidence of Towns. This guy, regardless of situation, believes that shot is going in.
Shot's good from Young. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Now here is Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's his first foul. Here's Holiday. Pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
And the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
During the Knicks pull it in. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Out to the right wing. And stolen by Daniels. And here's Young from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Young's got 11 points.
Just a threat to score off the dribble. Young is crafty at assessing the defense and exploiting.
Here's Clarkson. That shot is off. The Hawks leading by 3 to the paint. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Clarkson for 3. The shot comes out. Takes it inside. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Knicks trailed by 5. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's foul number 2 for him. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Now Johnson. Driving to the basket.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And here's Young from the arc. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Spacing the floor. That's his 3rd triple of the game and his 2nd in this half.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Robinson with it. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And here is Johnson. Over Young. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. The Hawks leading by 6. To the inside. Shot's good by Duran. Duran's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Atlanta. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Duran down low. Some solid defense from Gafford. And he drives in. And the shot goes down.
What a pretty pass by Daniel Gafford. This guy isn't just a rim pressure guy. He can do a lot of things.
Inside. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Daniel Gafford.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
It's deflected. Young with the steal. From deep three-point land, and once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Creativity and shot-making ability to spare. Trae Young is getting loose tonight.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. It's in there.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
And there's the dunk.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
The Hawks leading by 6. Now, Duran. From deep. And it misses.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Here's Lillard. And taken away by Johnson. And stolen by Flag. Tries to the hoop.
And you know how many big games Flag played in college, but he looked really comfortable taking the shot there. And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Here's Lillard for 3. Another chance here, and he lays that one in.
I love how hard Klingon works that offensive glass, using his size in that situation. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Here's flag. Just 4 to shoot.
Well, versatility is maybe the flag's best weapon. He's a mismatch out there for pretty much anyone.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, in a tight game, he steps up and delivers.
Now Duran, and stolen by Lillard. Holiday with it, and Daniels picks him up defensively. Holiday outside, jacks up a 3. A three-pointer, good.
Holiday ready to fight for that bucket, big-time delivery.
Johnson, they double-team Johnson. Launches it, knocks down the 3.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Duran pulls it down. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Johnson the screen. Can't connect from long distance. So it's the Knicks now. Now Holiday. Got it to go off the glass.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up.
Now, my time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hiding, I'm hunting. Luckily, they've been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges, I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire, just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.